Hey. I said, who that say you asked me? Black man, I'm so handsome, no apologies. I'm so fire burning like the 3rd degree. See, super cold winter like the cold breeze. I ain't stressing, I'm just blessed to just be one of me. My melanin looks so beautiful, don't you agree? I just had to take some time to just go love on me. Hey. I said, who that say you asked me? Black man, I'm so handsome, no apologies. I'm so fire burning like the 3rd degree. See, super cold winter like the cold breeze. Say, man, can you tell me what you see? I ain't stressing, I'm just blessed to just be one of me. My melanin looks so beautiful, don't you agree? I just had to take some time to just go love on me. So pardon me. You thought that you could kill me with pressure. That's what made me a treasure. Whoa. Black boy, show yo, I just made us an anthem. Let's take it to new levels. Yeah. Take it in. Let it out. They don't wanna know what you about. Yeah. I'm good. Yeah. GWT, I'm so good. Yeah. Take it in. Let it out. Yeah. They don't wanna know what you about. I'm good. So GWT, I'm so good. I said, who that say you asked me? Black man, I'm so handsome, no apologies. Second nature, feeling amazing when it comes to me. You'll never see this kind of love posted on TMZ. Nah. Ooh. Everything around me flourishes. Yeah. I know that I got a purpose, building generation after generation, breaking the way to be rooted curses. Losing time, I realize that I'm worth it. Promise everything I got and I earned it. It's the Black boy joy anthem. Let's take it to new levels. Take it in, and let it out. Oh, I'm good. Said I'm so good. I'm good. Yeah. Take it in and let it out. Cause they gon' wanna know. Man, I'm so good. Melody, I'm so good. Said I'm good. You thought that you could kill me with pressure. That's what made me a treasure. Whoa.
Yes, indeedy.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up with it?
You thought that you could kill me with pressure.
That's what made me a treasure. Whoa, yes, Lord.
Black boy, show yo, I just made us an anthem. Let's take it to new levels.
Let's go.
Take it in and let it out. Oh, I'm good. Said I'm so good. I'm good. Yeah. Just take it in and let it out. Cause they gon' wanna know. Man, I'm so good. The melody, I'm so good. Said I'm good. Yeah. Thought that you could kill me with pressure. That's what made me a treasure.
What's up with it? What's up with it, family? What's the damn deal, man? This is Junior the Truth, and this is indeed your Black Coffee Club live. Yes, indeedy. Man, salute to the family, man. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to tune in, man. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. You have absolutely no idea. If I had a million tongues, I could not tell it all, man. Top of the morning. I am indeed your host, Junior the Truth. You can follow me everywhere via social media. I could be found with the handle Junior the Truth. That's JuniorTheTruth, and that's over all the social media platforms, man, each and every one. But if you really looking for me, somebody said that you was looking for me. If you are really looking for me, you can catch me over on the Simple Truth Network, www.thesimpletruth.network. It is our very own super information exchange. So, man, pull up on me. You feel me? Come on over there, www.thesimpletruth.network, man. Today, man, is I had to bring it back, man. I had to bring back the segment called Trouble Man Tuesday, man. This is the Trouble Man Tuesday. This is the first one in forever. And we had to, and in Trouble Man Tuesday, man, we're going to be addressing social, cultural issues that involve us deeply. You know what I mean? And that impact us and affect us deeply. One such subject that I want to, dive in and talk about. We're coming off of the 2024 US presidential election. And let's be real, like the fallout from the election has been like, it's ridiculous. You understand what I'm saying? Like the fallout has been heavy. It has been tremendous. Like this new administration has folks feuding like never before, way more than the old administration. People are feuding way more than the in between phase, the campaigning, so on and so forth. And so, like, I just got to a point where I just feel like we have to ask the question: how do you know if your political affiliation has gone too far in 2025? Like, how do you know if your political affiliation has gone too far in 2025? I want you to grab your coffee, man, brace yourselves, and let's dig into this topic. Dig into this topic, man. I want us to dig into this topic. I'm gonna say this though. I guess I should have did this first. This should consider this your trigger warning. Consider this your trigger warning because there is a possibility that you might be triggered by this episode. You might be triggered by this conversation. You may very well be triggered by this content. So let me get that out the way now. Before you come to a place where you decide that you hate my guts and you don't like it here or whatever the case may be, and you don't even I don't like coffee any damn way. You know how y'all be. I don't really like Junior. I don't know who he think he is. Junior didn't change, man. This didn't change. I don't even like it over there. So before we get all into that, you feel me? I just want you to know that this is going to be a trigger for some of you all, but we are family. You know what I mean? We are family. This is us. It's just us against the world, baby. And the sooner we realize that, man, the better we gonna be. But some of you all are going to be severely triggered by this episode, and it's cool. You know what I mean? I have a kind of a running joke where I say, it's cool. I appreciate y'all today. If you didn't get offended today, keep coming back. You feel me? Today just wasn't your day. If you didn't get offended today, it's cool. Keep coming back, man. Keep coming back because I guarantee you there's going to be something that I am going to say that is going to be it's going to cause you to think, and it's going to be, it is going to be a situation where you're gonna feel some kind of way, because at the end of the day, I'm going to give you cold, constant, consistent, common damn sense. And I think I'm gonna put that on a shirt. You're going to get cold, constant, consistent, common sense, man. Oh, I forgot the damn. You're going to get cold, constant, consistent, common damn sense from me, man. So salute to you all, but thank you all so much once again, man. Y'all grab your coffee, brace yourself. If you new here, subscribe, man. Hit the like button. Welcome to a community of thinkers. This is one of the last places in the world for thinkers. You know what I mean? Obviously, but welcome to a community of thinkers, man. We are here embarking on a journey of thought, man, and self mastery. So welcome. If you've been rocking with me for a while, you already know. We gonna have our differences, and we gonna be respectful, and we gonna love the hell out of each other, and that's just what it's gonna be. So let's go. But before we do any of that, you already know how I'm coming. So let's get to it.
One, two, and I've hustled harder than most. I'm a beast on these streets, got a revolver I tote. For these niggas trying to take me off the block where I post. Up daily, sip Baileys out the bottle and smoke.
Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. So we're back. Hold on one second. Okay, family. We were having technical difficulties mid-flight, man. I had to my monitors gave up the ghost. You feel me? Monitors gave up the ghost, so we were having some technical issues mid-flight, but we're good. We're good. Golly. What the hell is going on? Hopefully, let me see. Hopefully everybody's here. Hopefully y'all didn't leave. There we go. So we were having some issues mid-flight, man. We're good to go though. We're good to go. All right. Sorry, family. My apologies to you. Salute to my brother B About It Farms in the building. What's good with you, bro? He said people arguing and don't even understand a damn thing about politics and how they work. People don't understand politics, man. People don't understand a lot of stuff, man. Salute to Lucchini, man. This is it. What's up with you, family? Salute to Shaquila Fields, man. She says, salute, Young King. Peace to the chat. You keep calling me Young King, Shaquila. How old do you think I am? And how old are you? I need to know. You feel me? You keep calling me Young King. I think I be feeling like, hey man, I feel like you getting fresh with me, lady. I feel like you get a young man. I'm probably older than you. So I don't know. You feel me? How old you think I am, lady? Salute to my sister Shaquila. What's up with you, the Dirt Gang Boss? Salute to you, homie. I appreciate you, man. I see you in the building. Let me see. Hold on. Let me turn myself up a little bit. There we go. I feel like I'm yelling. Whatever, man, in the building. What's good with you, man? Salute to you. Salute to everybody, man. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate you all. This is the Black Coffee Club, man, where we talk self-mastery, personal development, and cultural conversations shaping our daily lives. Excuse me. Salute to my family, Soul Power, aka Gamed Up Kennels. I see you, family. Today is absolutely no exception, man, for what it is that we're going to do. We're talking about the aftermath of the 2024 presidential election and how the new administration has led us to so much separation and feuding. Well, one thing I see, man, is I see folks digging just deeper and deeper and deeper into their ideological trenches. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just digging deeper and deeper and deeper. But how far is too far? How far is too far? And I wanted to, and sister says she's 66. You 66? Ooh. Hold on. Y'all just wait a damn minute. Let me look at sister. You 60, you said you 66. Is that you in the picture? Is that your granddaughter? Man, let me come up out of it. I'm digging deeper and deeper in my own trenches of foolishness. Y'all don't let me dig into my trenches of foolishness. Y'all bring me up out of there now. Y'all bring me on up out of there now. Y'all don't let me be about the farms. Y'all don't let me go down into these trenches of soul power. Y'all pull me up out of there, man. Be about a farm said, if you know more sports stats than you do about the trade deficit and how it affects you and your community, don't talk politics, please. Come on, bro. Yeah, she said 1958. I was born in 1978. You got 20 years on me? Man, let me go. This conversation is over. Thank you, sister Shaquila. Thank you. I really, truly appreciate you, mama. Thank you so much. And I really, truly appreciate your support. I'm gonna go ahead on and shut myself up. I thought you was coming in here 50. You understand what I'm saying? And 50 or 51, 52, they be trying to sum me. You say you 66. Sheesh. 50, 51, 52, that's still in striking distance. You know what I'm saying? But let's be clear. Hold on, let me turn on my camera so we can be clear. We can be clear about anything. We can be clear about this. 66 is in striking distance. No, hey, sis, 66 is in striking distance too. Just so we clear. Man, y'all sick, man. I'm not finna play with y'all, man. I'm just these is jokes. I'm just joking. These is just jokes, man. I'm only playing. I gotta talk like the dragon from Never Ending Story. I'm only playing. These is just jokes. Just jokes, y'all. So, all right, man. So, people are separating the feud, man. Everybody's digging into their their uh um political ideological trenches, and they bunkering in. And but at some point, man, we got to start asking ourselves, like, how far is too far? And y'all know me, and y'all know how I am, and I always have to take things and I have to break them down. I feel like I need to quit saying this every day, but I have to break stuff down to the bone gristle. Like, I have to break it down, lay it all out, and we have to look at it. You know what I'm saying? And so I came up with, because I just been looking, like, I'm looking at social media. I know the conversations that I'm having. I'm ear hustling conversations that I'm hearing, and I'm listening to people talk, and I'm seeing families fall apart. I'm seeing relationships fall apart. I'm seeing friendships fall apart. I'm seeing people who are spitting venom and vitriol at each other and separating themselves, or even worse, they're ousting people and exiling people from the respective communities, all because of their politics and their political viewpoint. You know what I'm saying? Or because of what they feel is the right thing to do for the country or for their families individually. Now, let me say this, and this is something that I've learned. Um, a couple things. The first thing is, majority of people don't know absolutely nothing about politics. They know absolutely nothing about policy. They know absolutely nothing about the history and the political history of this country. The majority of people don't know anything about history. You know what I'm saying? Once you get past 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. The majority of people don't know anything about the history of the United States. And then on top of that, right? This is where it gets tricky, because not only do people not know anything about the history of the United States, there's also a history that's the real history. You feel me? So this is the stuff that I talk about that gets me in trouble on these platforms, and this is the content that's probably going to be labeled as harmful content and so on and so forth. But we're beyond that. We're going to continue pressing the envelope. And so I'm going to say this, like, you have history, and the majority of people know absolutely nothing about the history of this country and the establishment of these lands, and the constitutions and the bylaws and the things that govern this land. And then there's actually a real history that people they have absolutely no idea that it even exists. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm talking about the majority of people have absolutely no idea of their own personal history. When I say your own personal history, I mean your own personal story. What is your story? Because the country aged, right? So the country was, or not even the country, this land had a point of incept. Well, we'll do the country. The country's easier. So the country was established, and according to, the whole story that we've been taught, the country was established, and it has transitioned and evolved to be what it is today in 2025. You know what else has a story and has evolved? Your lineage, your bloodline, the history of your family also has a history that, you know what I mean, that can be traced right along with the establishment and settlement of this country. You feel me? And the majority of us have absolutely no idea what that history is, nor do we try to tap into it. You understand what I'm saying? And so I know that first and foremost, the majority of people know absolutely nothing about political policy. The majority of people have to be told what to think, and they actively participate in echo chambers because they need to be told what to think, what to feel, what to be outraged about, so on and so forth. That's the majority of people. I've learned that. Secondly, I've learned that Lucchini said, you talking good this morning. salute to my family, Lucchini, man. Yes, indeed. Arrows up, man. Put them bows up. You feel me? The second thing is that I've learned is that you and I can be a part of the very same, we can be a part of the same ethnic group. We can be a part of the same cultural group. We can be a part of the same, we could have a lineage that mirrors one another. You know, we could even be kinfolks. We could be kinfolks. And at the end of the day, your politics may not align with my politics. You understand what I'm saying? the politics, even though we are similar and have a lot of parallels, your politics and the politics that serve as that would be best for you might not be the politics that are best for me. You see what I'm saying? And I've learned that. And I've come to a place of maturity in my life where I am absolutely okay with that. I am absolutely okay with somebody being a far extreme leftist. I am okay with somebody being a far extreme rightist. I am okay with somebody playing the fence. Like, I am okay with all of those things because I am fully aware of myself. I'm fully aware of my politics and my political stances, and I'm fully aware of the things that I need to do for what I'm trying to accomplish for my tribe. Don't let that go over your heads. And so I'm comfortable, just like I'm comfortable in my skin, just like I'm comfortable in with my knowledge, just like I'm comfortable with my wisdom. I'm comfortable with my manhood. I'm comfortable with these things. I'm also comfortable with my political stances and my political affiliations or lack thereof. You understand what I'm saying? And for anybody that's trying to figure it out, I consider myself to be apolitical. You understand what I'm saying? I consider myself to be non-political. I do not affiliate with either or any one with any one political party. I don't really do well with limitations. Yeah, I don't really do well with the limitations. I don't really do well with echo chambers. I don't really do well with being influenced and thought of or being told what to think or what to say or how to feel. I don't really do well with that. I'm a person that I get information and I'll hear you out. I listen to the information and then I embark on my own research as to figure out how this impacts me and my tribe. You feel me? So that's that. Salute. Whatever man said he got to jump on some meetings. I'll be back for the replay. Salute, bro. I appreciate you. Soul Power Kendall says the hidden history of our people. You already know. But so excuse me. So as we move in, as we move in and we usher in 2025 and we've had the inauguration and now Donald Trump, President Donald Trump and his administration, they're in now and they've hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying? And so and then at the end of the day, everybody's at odds. Everybody's at odds, man. And you all you have to do is just look at social media and you just see everybody's at odds. And I just see people digging deeper and deeper and deeper. And I think that I wanted to uncover 10 reasons or 10 signs that your political affiliation might have crossed into extremism. Like you might be a political extremist. You understand what I'm saying? Or at least you're in that territory, and that's dangerous for you and for everybody around you. Can you imagine being so dug into a political trench and to your a political crossing over into a political extremism and losing relationships with your loved ones? Like, can you imagine being so extreme politically, right? Being such a political extremist in this day and age of political corruption, and you've crossed over and you're so extreme that you're losing relationships with loved ones. These signs, they're not about left or right. They apply to anyone that's on the spectrum, anybody that's engaging in politics. We're also going to talk about talk about potential resolutions for the signs, for each sign, and ways to kind of keep yourself in check and to keep your relationships intact. If you're wondering whether your political stance has become too rigid, or if you're dealing with people in your life who seem to be on that extreme tip, this show is for you. You know what I mean? This is for you. And we're going to go in here and we're going to break this thing down to the bone gristle. Then I'm going to get on about my business and get on to the things I got to work on for the day. Salute, Be About a Foreign said, I asked people who funded the campaigns for the people who voted for the last election cycle. They never answer and they deflect because they don't know the answer. They don't know the answer. People have absolutely no idea who George Soros is. Like, people don't know these things. People have absolutely no idea what the people who are providing funding for these campaigns, and more importantly, what are their stances? What are their beliefs? What are their beliefs? You understand? Like in your real life, like think about that. In your real life, if somebody came to you and offered you uh 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 um money to fund your business, right? Let's say Soul Power, somebody came to you and they offered you $1 million for your business, right? For you to, get your business going and get moving, right? And come to find out though, they're a pedophile, convicted, registered pedophile who happen to be sitting on money that they can push into, your business. You have to ask yourself some serious questions. Like that's a decision that you have to make. You feel me? Like that's a decision that you're going to have to make. Because when people invest, what do they want? They want an ROI. They want a return on their investment. So if people invest money into your business or your career or your political campaign, what do they want? They want an ROI. They want an ROI. They want a return on their investment. So anyway, there's no such thing as something for nothing. And I think that the realm of politics is absolutely no different. Be About It Farm said, if you're not following these multinational corporations that fund all of your favorite politicians, you're truly not informed. And thus you should go sit down and be quiet. You should really sit this stuff out. But let's go into my 10 signs. Excuse me. Now I got 10 of them. You know what I mean? I was trying to keep it light, you know what I mean? Because I really got up to about 50, but I just said I'm gonna do like 10 of them. You know what I mean? And so we're gonna get into these signs. Pay attention to see if any of this rings a bell for either yourself or someone you know or someone you love. Hey, Boxiana, is it Arceli D Menace? What's up with you, girl? With them thick thighs. I didn't say that. I hope all is well with you and your thighs. But pay attention to see if these signs apply to you or somebody that you know. You know what I mean? And don't forget, it's never too late to recalibrate. One of the things that I'm saying, and I'm seeing like in this first month, like every time, like Donald Trump eats lunch and people are making videos and talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump is doing, he stepped on the grass at the White House lawn. This you know what I mean? And I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, are we really about to listen to 4 years of this? Like, are we? Because I'm really waiting on, like, I really, like, come on, cuz, like, I'm really waiting on something else to happen. Like, I need TMZ to come with something to keep so we can get, because I'm tired of hearing it already. You feel me? And and it's only January 28th, and I'm tired of hearing it. And like, are we really gonna scrutinize like every single, come on, man. Oh, he coughed, he sneezed and didn't say, excuse me. His son sneezed and Donald Trump didn't say bless you. And come on, bro. Number one, man, is you have an intolerance of opposing views. You cannot have civil discussions with those who hold different political opinions, viewing them as immoral or threatening or stupid. I'm just going to call it what it is. You have an intolerance for opposing views. Like you automatically have no ability to listen to somebody that has a different viewpoint from you. Like, come on, man. That is a red flag. That is a red flag. Now, a resolution, because we got to blow through these. So a resolution is that you got to practice curiosity. When someone disagrees, ask questions instead of launching into a debate. Like, it's like somebody has a different viewpoint and automatically these people in this new heightened political space automatically go into trying to debunk somebody's ideology if it's different from theirs. But no, you have to practice curiosity. Ask questions. Have an exchange. You understand? And then you have to try to focus on a common ground. That's one thing about me for myself in my personal life, in my real life. I always try to find a common ground. But you got to look for shared concerns, economy, education, healthcare. That stuff should transcend the political party lines. You feel me? Like, you should be able to transcend political party lines by having a common ground. Motherfucker, dang, said I wasn't gonna cuss. My fault. That was a good juicy cuss word too. Arceli the D Menace with them creamy thighs. Man, that was crazy. Like, that was a good juicy MF. But like, you love your kids, I love my kids. Like, that's common, bro. I don't care what your political affiliation is. You have children, you love your babies, you want the best for your babies. I have babies. I want the absolute best for my babies. That's a common ground. I've always and I've a lot of times I've always find myself said a good lengthy cuss word too. Ooh, you said you talk like that must have did something for you. On a personal note, like, sometimes I have conversations and I feel myself being ready to shut somebody down just because they said something that, like, pushing my buttons. One thing that pushes my buttons, I'm just gonna keep it all the way a brick with you. Uh, 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 um, uh, uh, um, I'm, man, stupid shit, man. I mean, stupid stuff. Like, I can't stand stupidity. Like, stupidity is bad for me, man. Which is why, like, I gotta kind of tippy toe around like the boxing conversations now, because a lot of it is predicated on stupidity. You feel me? The political conversations, a lot of it is predicated on stupidity. These relationship conversations and shit that people have is predicated on stupidity. So I have to tippy toe around because I'm sick. I'm sick, Felix. Felix, I'm sick, bro. I can't stand stupidity. And so I find myself about to shut somebody down, but sometimes I have to step back and I have to question myself. You understand what I'm saying? Like, why do I feel that way? You understand what I'm saying? And then I have to take an understanding of why I feel that way in order to try to help understand and foster an environment where we can have a healthy exchange. Like, we can have a healthy exchange and we can find a common ground. You feel me? Like, we can find a common ground. So that's number one, man, is intolerance of opposing views. Number two is overconfidence in your beliefs. Overconfidence is your beliefs. I'm trying not to cuss, boxing on it. That drives me crazy. You are unwaveringly sure you're correct, dismissing all conflicting evidence. And I'm gonna tell you why this drives me crazy. This drives me crazy because I think, as in this world, in this world, on this earth, moving around like we move around, you have to be batshit crazy to believe that there's only one way to do anything. Think about how that sounds. There's only one way to do something. So you are totally dismissing the other millions of possibilities of how to arrive at the same point. You have a way, I have a way, but we arrive at the same destination. It is absolutely impossible for there to only be one way to do something. For those of us that believe in a higher power, for those of us that believe in the great spirit, believe in God, believe in Allah, believe those of us that believe in a higher power and consider ourselves to be spiritual people, right? You know that there's a myriad of possibilities to do any said thing. And so being overconfident in being that you're correct and everybody else is wrong, man, that is a red flag. You're dismissing all other possibilities. How about y'all both right? How about I can go out my house, go down the street, and I can make a right turn and go to Walmart. I can also go down the street, make a left turn, and still end up at Walmart. You feel me? Like, it's two different ways to get there. And your way really truly depends on, because one way you go out and it's a state route. You know, you're gonna go past my neighbors out there with their horses and the llamas and alpacas, and they got something else out there. You feel me? But you're gonna go past my neighbors with their livestock, you're gonna bang that left, and then you're just gonna go down, and it's a state route, so it's kind of busy. Another way, you're gonna go out here and then you're gonna go left, and then there's an alpaca farm there. And then there's more farmland and it's more rural. And then you're gonna go down that way to go to Walmart. And it's just depending on what your scenery is. Or do you want to go 55 miles an hour, or do you want to do 35 and chill? But at the end of the day, you're still going to get to the same place. And it is absolutely asinine to believe that there's only one way to arrive at the same place. And that's what that is when you have overconfidence in your beliefs. You feel me? I come in and I do this thing where I try to give you all something to do. I give you all stuff to look at. I want to make the platform aesthetically pleasing to you all. I want you all to be able to see stuff. I want you all to go buy that Black Coffee Club mug. It's available over at the Truth Shop, www.thetruthshop.com. But I do this and I make this stuff aesthetically pleasing because I feel like this is what I have to do in order to get where I'm getting. There are people who sit on the commode and push play from their iPhone, and they focus the iPhone on their house shoes, and they have more subs than me. They have more. They get more views than me. They make more money than me. And that is absolutely fine. That is their direction that they want to head. It's a different direction to get to their level of success. My level of success, I'm taking a different path, and it's absolutely 100% cool. Like, I'm with it. But to think that there's only one way, man, is crazy. The resolution for that is you got to seek multiple sources. Don't rely on just one news outlet. Don't rely on just one commentator. Also, you have to play devil's advocate. You have to challenge your own stance. You have to think about things from another perspective. You have to get out of yourself and try to look at stuff holistically. I'm about to run out of time. Let me speed this up. For me, it's always easy to get tunnel vision. You feel me? It's easy to lock in and say, nah, I ain't hearing nothing else. But you have to do reality checks on your beliefs. And you have to do that in order to keep yourself grounded. You have to do reality checks. My brother B About a Farm said, folks out here arguing. Meanwhile, nothing you use on the day to day is made here. Both political parties caused this over the last 70 years. The important is ridiculous. And that is why the president is talking about these tariffs, because why are we importing all the goods? Nobody's working, nobody's making these goods, and then we have to tax people on said goods. We taxing the citizens on said goods, but we're not taxing the importers at an appropriate rate. Are you crazy? We got to put money back into the soil. You got to be loyal to your soil. All right. You didn't pull me off, man. I can't do that. Felix Nunez says that's a trigger for me. People who do that, I take that as ignorant arrogance. I get angry. Yeah, I get angry too, bro. That overconfidence in your beliefs and everybody else, you right and everybody else wrong. Ain't no way. All right, number 3 is susceptibility to conspiracy theories. Okay, you readily accept and share beliefs not supported by science or reason. You hear something and you go with it, and that is really, really prevalent in this social media era, because the majority of people are not going to read. They're not going to pick up stuff. They're not going to challenge. They're not going to research. They're going to hear something and they're going to share it. It's stuff that don't even be correct. It's stuff that don't even be correct. You understand what I'm saying? The first thing you got to do to resolve that is you got to verify stuff before you share it. Check facts through reputable sites and experts. Get 1 or 2 or 3 different perspectives. You understand what I'm saying? Felix Nunez call them the TikTok scholars. You feel me? Also, you got to stay open. You got to stay open for correction. When people correct you, you got to stay open to it. If someone proves you wrong, you got to acknowledge and accept it, and then you got to change what you've been sharing and go back and take them posts down when they're wrong. Spreading false info hurts everybody. A little fact checking goes a long way. Number 4, man, I got to get through this. I got to be done in like 5 minutes. And we're only number 4, justification of violence. You condone or advocate for violence as it means to achieve political goals. You're out of pocket. I'm hearing people cheering for the assassination attempt. Nah. I'm hearing people talk about, nah. Like, I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm gonna leave that right there. The reason why, and I'm gonna say this about myself, the reason why I don't really do the whole playing with death thing. I'm not of this new world where, we play video games and you just, everything's gory and you smoke folks and bring them to their demise, and then that's it, and then the game starts over and you all new again. Like, I'm not from that era. You feel me? I'm not of this gut and gore. You feel me? I understand that there is not like death is fine. Yeah, death is final. At least on this realm, in this realm, there's no coming back from that. And that is somebody that's taken away from somebody that loves them, somebody that needs them. You see what I'm saying? And now don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. There are situations that calls for, yeah. But at the end of the day, I'm not necessarily I'm not, well, I know that it doesn't have anything to do with your political ideology. No way. No way. So the resolution for that, you got to revisit your human values, man. You got to ask, like, come on, man, does this really align with me? Me respecting life, respecting well-being? Like, who are you on a human level? And then you got to promote peaceful action. Like, man, you have to dialogue, man. You have to talk. You have to orchestrate civil engagement. You know what I'm saying? Civil protest, civil actions. But once violence becomes acceptable, man, it's a slippery slope for all of us. And I'm just gonna leave that there. Number 5 is the dehumanization of opponents. You know, at the end of the day, everybody's human. You know what I mean? Everybody's human. So to dehumanize somebody because they have a different political view than you is crazy. Like that's nuts. Like that's crazy work, like the youngins say. Like that's crazy. You describe the other side in extremely negative terms, viewing them as immoral or unintelligent. The resolution for that is use humanizing language. Remember that people are complex. People are not monolithic. People are people. And you have to engage empathetically with folks. You got to focus on people's personal stories. You got to focus on people and who they are. You got to meet them on a human level. Once again, you got to work to find common grounds. I say this all the time. If you see your opponent as less than human, then that's a dangerous place to be. And ultimately, you know, when it's all said and done, that says something about you, not anybody else. Sign number 6. Now, these are the signs that your political affiliation might be going too far. You might be crossing over into extremism. Number 6 is social isolation. You primarily associate only with people who share your political views, avoiding differing opinions. That is one of the huge problems that I have with a lot of things. You understand what I'm saying? And people look at me and they always say, well, man, Junior, you march to the beat of your own drum. And do. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not in one specific place and I'm not always around like-minded individuals, because for me, that alters my ability to think critically. And I'm gonna let you in on a secret about me. Critical thinking is my superpower, one of my superpowers. My ability to think critically is one of my superpowers. My people talk about this all the time. My people's like, nah, you were thinking MF. Like you were thinking MF. And my superpower, one of my superpowers is my ability to think critically. And so I can't be around people who are all saying the same thing 100% of the time. Even when I agree with them, I can't do that. I can't do it. I have to be around different thoughts, different viewpoints. If nothing else, it helps me to make my stance on a subject stronger. If I'm around a naysayer and I'm listening to their points and I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes absolutely no sense. But at the end of the day, social isolation is a very, very strong one. The resolution to that is you got to diversify your circles. You got to be around different groups, different forums. One of the things that I did politically, and I'll talk about politically, I started spending time around conservative groups. I started listening to conservative content. And it totally changed. It really changed my life, to be honest with you, because I realized there were so many things that lined up with me and who I am as a man, and things that I agree with and things that I actually practice in my life. And that was something I had never did before, because much like you all, when you hear conservative, you automatically start thinking a certain way. Like, oh, nah, yeah. You hear Republican, you start thinking, oh, nah, yeah. But no, when you take the time and actually be around diverse circles, you understand what I'm saying? In terms of sports, with boxing, I started spending time around um Latin boxing fans. I started spending time around Mexican boxing fans. I started spending time around different fans. I kind of immersed myself in the boxing culture in different areas outside of Ohio. You feel me? And it's like one of them things where I just salute to my brother K_G_. What's good with you, bro? I owe you a call, bro. I got you. Yeah, man. And so I think you have to diversify your circles, join groups and forums that think differently. And you have to stay curious. You have to ask people about their opposing views, ask them about their experience, not just their beliefs. Now, the one thing that I will say that I don't do that with is people who are directly and outwardly racist or extreme racist. I don't approach them. Like, you're not going to be sitting here with a Ku Klux Klan sign and I'm just going to come and talk to you, or, a swastika, or, whatever. You're not going to call me, the N word. And I'm going to be like, oh man, come on, man. Let's talk. Like, nah, man. You feel me? At the end of the day, because I am still from the west side of Dayton, Ohio, I am still me. So the fact of the matter is, like, I'm with all the goofy shit. I'm with all the goofy shit. And so if you approach me with goofy shit, it's a good possibility that K_, I gotta say it, bro. Like, it's a good possibility I'm gonna be on that goofy shit. I'm gonna meet your goofiness with my goofiness, and we can just sit here in the streets and be goofy together. So the one exception is like these extreme racist radical groups. I don't really do the whole approaching skinheads, and even when I see them, I actually delivered a shelf to some skinheads the other day. 500 pound shelf. It was on my van, and they opened the thing, and when they opened the thing, they had their head shaved. They was wearing stuff, and they had flags in the garage, and I delivered, and they just looked at me when I pulled up, and they're sizing me up, of course. And then they were like, all right, man, we just gonna put this right here. And he's like, man, we can just get it off and set it there. And so I grabbed it. I grabbed the shelf, and it's like, is it heavy? Is it heavy? I was like, I got it. I grabbed the shelf, and I swung around and dropped it on the ground. Boom. And I just looked at him. And I was like, yeah, I need y'all. I need your name. Dude gave me his name, and then they just stood there looking. And I got in my van and I left. You feel me? And then I was laughing because I was like, yeah, they pop all that good shit. You feel me? But then when it's right here in your face, that's how you know. That's how you know. The majority of the world's cowards, and they only good in anyway. But yeah, outside of that, addressing, I don't address the extreme racism. Like, I wouldn't stand there with them and say, hey man, what's that flag about? Hey, what is this? What is that? Nah. I'm a do what I do, and then I'm gonna keep it moving. KP from KC said gorilla grab flex already. Yeah, y'all see this shit. It worked. It worked. Number 7 is cognitive rigidity. You can't adapt to new information and circumstances, clinging to your ideological positions no matter what. That's the cognitive rigidity. Excuse me. Yeah. Like, you gonna go down with the ship no matter what. And it's like, no, man, it's over. Like, no, the last administration, like, they did us bad, man. You feel me? And then out the door, granted a pardon to Dr. Fauci. Like, that's all I'm gonna say about this. We got did dirtball bad. And somebody gotta, there has to be an atonement for, anyway. Main biker, what's up with you, homie? But yeah, anyway. But your cognitive, your cognitive rigidity, holding on to clinging to your theories and your thoughts no matter what. No, man. No. The beauty of life is the evolution of life, being able to think differently, being able to grow, being able to say, Man, I'm not finna go down there and blindly vote for them people and they not offering us nothing. No, I'm not gonna go vote for them people and they not gonna offer us nothing. No, you feel me? Your refusal to engage in a political process that does not benefit you is a statement. It is really truly a statement, and being openly and outwardly demonstrative about it, that's a statement. But anyway, all right. I gotta go. So practice flexibility. Periodically review your stance and see if it needs updating, and see if you got to tweak something. You see if it might need a little razzle dazzle. Also, embrace nuances. Recognize that most issues aren't just black and white. There are some gray areas. You feel me? Rigidity will break you when the world changes. Adaptation is key. Like, you have to adapt. Like, you have to adapt. Man, all right, number 8. Glorification of extreme figures. You defend or excuse historical or contemporary authoritarian leaders. You feel me? Like, come on, man. I'm gonna leave that alone. The resolution of that is study your history. Look at the broader impact of these figures, not just what they say on the surface. Look at the broader impact. Actually look at the history. Look at what actually happened. This is a good time to look at that stuff because you have so many files that are being unsealed and you get to actually see the truth of what actually happened. You get to see the truth of who did what side were people on. Did these people who we've been taught to glorify and love and respect and honor, they really weren't for us, but indeed they were self-serving and for themselves. And there was so much stuff that was presented as if it was good for us, but it really led to our own destruction, integration. But you gotta really truly have these conversations, these real true conversations, and you have to stop glorifying extreme figures. You got to question people's motives as well. Question motives. You understand what I'm saying? Lions can talk sweetly, but they still predators. Don't get mesmerized by rhetoric. It's about all I can help you with. Yeah, don't get mesmerized with rhetoric. Rhetoric is macking. You feel me? Oh yeah, they talk real sweet to you. You know, that woman, she talk real sweet to you, and meanwhile she be on the gank. She talk real sweet to you with penis on her breath. Prioritizing ideology over human rights. You can't prioritize ideology, your political ideology, over basic human rights. Let your political goals overshadow concerns for individuals' well-being and individuals' freedoms. Come on, man. You got to have a human-centered approach. Ask how policies affect people in real life and in real time. And then you have to support principles of justice. If a position undermines basic human rights, you got to reconsider your stance. Ideology can blind us to people suffering. That's not where you want to be, man. You really don't want to be that. You don't want to put that in the world, because I really wholeheartedly believe in reaping and sowing. Number 10 is the last one, and then this is just the attraction to simplistic solutions. You prefer black and white answers, rejecting complex and nuanced approaches to societal issues. Sometimes you got to get up under the hood. Like, you got to really get in there. You got to get in the nooks and crannies. You got to recognize that most problems have multiple layers: economics, culture, history, so on and so forth. And you have to also, you have to immerse yourself and seek expertise. You have to go listen to the people who study these deeply, or go and study them yourself. You have to go consider the nuance. Simplicity sells, but it rarely solves. Like, simplicity is stuff that, yeah, this is a simple fix, and it's something that's taking place on the surface level, but underneath there's a huge spill out that you are fully unaware of. An example of that is the proposed resolution to the recent pandemic that we had. You understand what I'm saying? There was a pandemic and people were reportedly being affected up until death, right? And it was a lot of deaths like we've not seen. And the simple solution was, hey, everybody go get this treatment. You feel me? And people went and got the treatment without any understanding of the underlying issues and what the underlying spill out was going to be. Hopefully everybody's following what I'm saying without me having dangerous content. But that's that, man. All right, so I got to go. But hopefully you were able to see these 10 issues. I guess I'll go back over them one more time. Let's go over the 10 signs that your political affiliation has gone too far. 1 is intolerance of opposing views. 2, overconfidence in your beliefs. 3 is susceptibility to conspiracy theories. 4 is justification of violence. 5 is dehumanization of your opponents or opposing views. 6 is social isolation. 7 is cognitive rigidity. 8 is the glorification of extremist figures. 9 is prioritizing ideology over human rights. And 10 is the attraction of too simplistic solutions. Hey, man, it's time for us to get this stuff back together. It's time for us to come back together because we need one another. Man, I got to go. Thank you all so much for taking the time to tune in, man. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate you all. You have absolutely no idea. This sure felt good. Ooh, this felt good. This sure felt good. If you are engaging in and if you do feel that your political affiliation has gone too far, man, fix it. That's the beautiful thing about this is you can fix it. If you fell out with somebody over politics, man, that you love, man, call them and fix that. Man, y'all fix that. Y'all get up off that bullshit. Y'all get up off that bullshit, man. Salute to y'all. I gotta go, man. I gotta go. Thank you all so much for taking time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. You have absolutely no idea. Salute to everybody that shows love to the Black Gentleman Grooming Company. We do have a line of all natural handcrafted grooming products, specifically with you in mind. So be sure to come check us out, www.theblackgent.com. www.theblackgent.com. This is Junior the Truth signing off, man, giving you your daily reminder to view your life like a paradise until your life looks like a paradise. I'm Ohio-born player, mate. If you don't know anything else about me at the end of the day, I got to keep pushing back.
We offer the best grooming products for you. Yes, all natural and handcrafted too. We wanna help be your swagger, your style, class, and luxury. Make our products tailor-made for you with high quality. Yeah. So get in style with the Black yeah. Company. To give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. In luxury, yeah. The Black Gentleman, yeah. Company. To give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. In luxury, yeah.
Located at www.theblackgent.com.